Hello there, guys, and welcome back to another Two Halves live stream. Today, we're going to be talking about all the usual stuff, fixtures, past fixtures, and yeah, just bonus stuff and stuff like that. So, first thing we can talk about is Bournemouth versus Chelsea. Obviously, just a disgusting performance from Chelsea. I would say, in my opinion, but what other opinion could you have? 4-0 Bournemouth, you should never be losing 4-0 to Bournemouth. I think any of the mid-table, top 10 sides in the Premier League, they lose 4-0 to Bournemouth, they'd be quite ashamed. So I think, it was just pretty much just disgraceful from Chelsea, and none of their players turned up. That just really goes to show and the problems that are at Chelsea at the moment with the manager and everything, and he doesn't really have a plan B, etc. So, but what do you think about it, Rico?
I just meant, wow, what a game. Wow. Amazing, to be honest, how Bournemouth could beat a top four challenging side 4-0, to be honest. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just tell sarcasm in your voice there, but whatever. Agreed. It was just a superb performance from Bournemouth. That's another thing, you can't take anything away from them. They were great on the night, and their goals were again amazing. So especially Joshua King, he was best player on the pitch for me. So he's really turning up recently and has been nominated for Player of the Month. So for his sake, I hope he gets that. Next thing we can talk about is obviously the title race. It's getting a bit thin now. The gap is getting even more far apart. But Liverpool could have been 7 points clear. They drew with Leicester, so they're only 5. But they still gained another point on Man City, and obviously they lost against Newcastle in the week. So yeah, it's looking quite strange. Obviously, a lot of people don't want Liverpool to win the league, so but we're gonna have to see what happens there. And it's getting a bit fiery now. So, but what do you think about it, Rico?
I think that it was a bad game for City to lose, but it's not the end of the world, because if Liverpool had won, it would have been a hard, lot of points clear, I think. And they're only 5 points clear, and so it's not too bad for City. It could have been worse, but it's still wide open, the title race. Now Tottenham are back in it. And if Liverpool slip up, it's all open, really, I think. But City have got a hard game at the weekend against Arsenal, and they have to win that game.
Yeah, it is. You're right. It's a must-win straight off a loss. Man City, Arsenal. But yeah, I don't agree with your point there about Tottenham being in the title race, though. They're a bunch of bottle jobs, if I'm going to be honest. So I don't agree with that. Anyway, moving on, leads us to what we were just talking about, is Manchester City versus Arsenal. That is going to be a very big game for both teams. Obviously, Arsenal really fighting to get into the top 4 and take Chelsea's place, which is looking very likely now, because Chelsea do not look like they're going to get in the top 4. They look like they're slipping away very quickly. So yeah, both teams are going to really want to win this game. But I think the quality, you look, Man City's got a better team, probably better chemistry and everything like that, and they're just off a loss and they want to win. So for me, it only says one thing, is that Manchester City win, and I'm probably going to go 3-1 Manchester City. What do you think, Rico?
I think it's going to be interesting, because I think will Arsenal's winger midfielder Denis Suarez start? And if so, will Ozil start at the same time? Will he try and link up a comparison there, try and get some chemistry between them, which I think they would be a good partnership. However, he's hinted now, could start at the weekend, so that could mean Ozil's not going to travel to City because he normally goes to these big games. I think we'll see how it goes, but I think City are going to come out the blocks flying because they've just come off a loss. Like they normally. So I'm going to go 5-1 City.
5-1 City. That's a big scoreline. But I'm pretty sure it's happened before. Liverpool, Arsenal. So it definitely is possible there. Because Arsenal's defence is just worse than Sunday league quality. So you never know with them. It's whether or not the whole team turns up or not, because their attack seems to always do. But obviously everything starts from the back. So if you haven't got a good defence, your attack isn't always going to flourish. So yeah, that's just the way it goes. Next thing we can talk about is Everton versus Wolves. A bit of a less big game, but we thought we'd talk about it because one is 7th and one is 8th. And obviously, if you finish 7th in England, you have a chance of qualifying for Europa League. And it's an important game for these two. So they're both going to be really going at it. Obviously, Wolves have been doing great. Recently, I saw a stat of what was it? They've got more points than Arsenal and Man City or something in the last month or two, which is great for them. I still don't see them getting in the top 6, but 7th they will be absolutely over the moon with. I'm sure of it. Obviously, having a chance of getting in the Europa League. Going to have to go through quite a few qualifiers, but it's definitely possible with the side they've got. But I'm probably going to go for a 2-1 Wolves win. What about you, Greg?
I think that Wolves are in good form, and I think that Everton have just come off a win. So I think it's going to be a close game. Where is it at? Is it Goodison or?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Wait, let me just have a look for you. Yeah, it's at Goodison. Yeah, it's at Goodison Park.
I'm going for a 3-2 Everton win.
What scoreline? Sorry.
Everton win.
Well, you don't have a scoreline.
I said 3-2 Everton.
Oh, sorry, bit of a lag. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Next thing we could talk about, and probably the final thing we will, is Leicester versus Manchester United. Obviously, Leicester just stole a point off of Liverpool recently, and Man United are on an amazing streak. Obviously, they did draw against Burnley in the week, but I'm pretty sure they'll bounce back. They are away from home though. It is at Leicester's ground, but it's going to be a decent game because it always is Leicester versus Man United. Always a really entertaining game. So I'm probably going to go for a 3-2 Man United win. But what about you, Rio?
I think Leicester will just come with at Liverpool, and they'll be pleased with that. I think there'll be nothing to lose. Yuri Telemans might start, hopefully.
Oh yeah, that low move from Monaco. Yeah.
So I'm saying, I think United have just come off a bad draw and will be feeling the pressure because they have to win this game. So I'm saying
Don't take forever, Rico.
I said 2-1 Leicester.
Oh, sorry, another lag. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's your internet or mine, but not good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going back to the game. Yeah, Man United are really going to want to win this one. No draws. like the Liverpool game, because they want to get into that top 4, and I think they're the favourites now for that 4th position. Obviously, Chelsea really not looking likely now. Obviously, they could turn it around. You never know. And Arsenal just don't look like they have the quality in defence to be able to hold a position in the top 4 this season. Maybe next, but I don't see it happening this season. But yeah, it's going to be a good game, like I said, and yeah, I'll go for 3-2. But anyway, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Hope you enjoyed this live stream. Remember, Monday and Fridays do these live streams every week. So make sure you tune in every week, and yeah, we'll see you guys on the next live stream. See you.